Have you guys seen Arkham? That's one of the ways you can track a whale.
Really?
Yeah, so you use Arkham and you can put in a crypto address, a wallet address, or you can search for a person's name, like a public figure, and it'll give you a list of all of their private wallets that are known
that are on public domains.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
right? 100%.
Hi everyone, welcome to Quick Trader. I am David. I'm sitting here with
Luca.
and
Keelan.
thank you guys for tuning in. For those of you who are new to the channel, thank you so much for stopping here. We really appreciate your eyes and your attention. What we're going to be talking about today is really informative. We'll be chatting about key market drivers. Okay, so things that influence the crypto market, and even a couple of examples of things that are influencing the crypto market live, like right now as we speak. Yeah?
100%.
Awesome. So, like for me, when I started with cryptocurrency, in my head it was crypto was this underground thing, right? We've got the fiat system, or basically the government's currency is controlled and regulated in one way, and then we've got cryptocurrency that's decentralized and regulated and moderated freely in another way. I just viewed it that way, which was a little bit naive, because in reality lots of things influence crypto, not just the buyers and the sellers. But on the topic of buyers and sellers, what we do, it's a jargon, a word we use for someone who has a massive amount of cryptocurrency. So basically, if they do anything with their accounts, it affects the market heavily,
The
right?
entire market as well.
Yes,
It's
yes.
actually the physical price of that.
100%.
cryptocurrency.
And we call those whales. And we
I
get
call them Free Willy.
Free Willy.
Is it
Yeah.
the whale?
Free Willy, fine. Free Willy whale. And I think I could be grasping, I just assumed this, but they're called whales because of the way whales affect the ocean and the way other fish and sea life, that's like whales affect pretty much like all oceanic life.
Makes
Right?
sense, yeah.
You're in the
Really?
ocean a
I'm in
lot.
the ocean a
You
lot.
know what?
I mean, they contribute.
I just thought
contribute.
because whales are the biggest thing in the ocean.
Yeah,
and the whales are the biggest
yeah.
thing in the.
You know, it's like they are basically the main holders. They are the largest mammals. Is it
Yeah.
a mammal?
Yeah, it's a
They're
mammal.
the largest mammals in
Yeah, yeah.
the crypto ocean.
Yeah.
Figuratively.
I only know Satoshi is one of the whales. The biggest whale.
Yeah.
I don't know.
We know. I think we all know. I definitely. I think I've mentioned to you guys. If Satoshi had to move like any of his Bitcoin,
Yeah, the whole
his
market
Bitcoin,
will crash.
The entire market will crash because he holds the biggest supply. So it's like having a mega whale come in and just.
Yeah, yeah. 100%. So okay, Satoshi, but do you guys know any other whales?
Not that I know. Maybe
yeah.
Satoshi, yeah.
Donald Trump
is a
whale,
big
I
a big
guess,
holder.
yeah.
They
Yeah.
tend to hide as well.
Yeah.
So you get a lot of daily posts on like crypto.com.
Yeah,
We'll
yeah.
talk about it just every once in a while, and
They'll say there's a whale's getting poised to move or
Yeah.
something.
yeah,
like that.
or like massive moves in the market today. A whale has awoken from a deep sleep.
Yeah. Sold his Ethereum and bought Bitcoin, or sold his Bitcoin and bought Monero
Did
or
a
whatever.
massive arbitrage deal.
And the whole market, imagine someone's owning like $1 billion in cryptocurrency, and then they sell all of it to buy another cryptocurrency. They've obviously got knowledge that we don't have, and so what that causes is like a trend. So then there'll be people following that whale who go, oh damn, I need to sell. And they go and they sell their cryptocurrency and to buy like Monero, another one,
And
right?
then what happens to that crypto? It whoop.
Yep,
And
and
then
as
the
it's
other one-
falling, and then what happens as it's falling? People get nervous and they're selling, and it just keeps falling,
Going.
and that's how it tanks.
Have you
Because
guys
confidence is just gone.
Have you guys seen Arkham? Have you ever heard
Arkham,
of Arkham?
like Gotham, like Arkham Knights, like Dragon Ball, like Batman.
Batman.
Similar, yes. I think they try and like the website looks very Bruce Wayne, like Batman.
Ah.
But that's one of the ways you can track a whale.
Really?
Yeah. So you use Arkham and you can put in a crypto address, a wallet address, or you can search for a person's name, like a public figure, and it'll give you a list of all of their private wallets that are known
that are on public
on the
public
blockchains.
domains.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
Right.
100%. So
Dope.
That's actually-
that's kind of one of the ways people track those whales, and I think that's where maybe I wouldn't say all the big news outlets get info from, but if you as a solo person want to be at home and just get some info out of it,
Okay,
And
so
you go
Arkham
it's Arkham, yeah.
and Crypto.com, Binance.com as well. Good
Yeah.
news outlets.
I like crypto.com, yeah, it's my favorite.
Arkham's more for private use. It's not like a. I don't know if they put out news alerts. Don't quote me on this, but I do know that I've used it in the past just to also track whale movements and see when I was still a beginner, like to learn a little bit off of what these people are doing and why they are whales. You begin to see a trend and a pattern, like you were
100%.
saying,
Yeah.
and that puts you in a position to kind of find your feet a
Sure.
little bit.
So what's that like? So buyers and sellers,
Yeah.
whales, like what else affects like crypto
Like
movements?
like
Or
a
like the
natural
market
disaster.
swinging. Okay, so we have touched on this before, guys, but in the crypto space, there are two groups of people. We call them bears and bulls. Okay, so the way I understand it, bulls, like literally the image,
Like
they're
forward.
charging forward, right? Reckless abandonment, straight tunnel vision, right? It's just going up a lot of confidence, right? That's how the market behaves. When someone is a bear trader, they usually acting out of fear, which means they tend to sell for stable, right? So they'll sell whatever they're holding and then hold a stable coin, right? So the bears tend to do that. And if you think of the way a bear operates, a bear's organs are here, it's very hunched over, it's very protected compared to that of a bull that's very exposed, right? So that's where the bear and bull analogy comes from when looking at traders. So for example, if I am hoping that Bitcoin goes up and I'm putting all my money, I'm buying coins and stuff, hoping it goes up, I'm acting like a bull. All right. If you are selling and maybe buying shorts, meaning you'll make money if something goes down, that's a short, then you're acting like a bear. You're having no confidence in that coin or that asset or that stock's ability to go up. So those are the nouns, right? Like that's like a bull trader or a bear trader. And then the market can also show these characteristics, and then we'll say Bitcoin to ZAR is showing bullish trends, meaning it's going up. It's going up, and if it does dip to consolidate, it's going right back up again. It's not this full confidence even after consolidation, right? So then with a bear, it looks different. So bear, it's a trend downward. And even though there's some resistance where it looks like the price is it's consolidating and trying to go up, there's still no confidence, full of fear in the market, and it just keeps going down, right? The market, everything that's happening on those charts with the candlesticks, it's just a representative of how people are spending. Are they buying more or are they selling more? And what are they selling for? Right? And what are they buying with?
Could be fear, could be confidence in a certain meeting that's happening.
100%.
Yeah.
And to simplify that, we categorize a market as having bearish or bullish tendencies. Yeah. So like in terms of real life scenarios happening now, I know that in the US, like the Federal Reserve Bank, there are currently meetings about the Reserve Bank's repo rate or interest rate. So basically, what the state bank is charging commercial banks for their rate of loans, right? So the bank will loan money from the Reserve Bank to have money to loan us, all right? So this repo rate that the Federal Reserve Bank is going to determine will determine interest rates that commercial banks charge us, charge people. It will influence those decisions, right? And those influence fiscal and monetary policy, like policies made by the government, and that means that crypto will indirectly and directly be influenced by fiscal monetary policy, as well as the repo rate being determined by the Federal Reserve Bank right now. It's literally happening today.
Yeah. And for South Africa, it's the same. We've got a meeting for the repo rate coming up.
100% around the corner.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
Around the
I mean,
corner.
it pretty much always happens close to the end of the financial year, so around Feb. So basically, if the Federal Reserve Bank gives us, or not us, because I'm not American,
Yeah.
if it gives the states the repo rate is less than what it was the previous fiscal year, it will mean that commercial banks can charge customers less on repayment interest rates on their loans, meaning customers have more buying power, meaning customers spend more, and ETH specifically, Ethereum, and BTC specifically would go up. So if the interest rate is lower today now, that's what everything's kind of tense. Bitcoin's been going through this up and down around 88,000.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It has.
So everything's very contingent on what the Federal Reserve Bank's interest rate's going to be and what their policies are going to be with regards to crypto transactions.
I think we call that when they start the meeting, they call it a hawkish tone.
Yes.
Yeah.
So a hawkish position is when the bulls are like poised, right? So it's almost like the bulls act like they were literally waiting on this interest rate. They got so we call it what? Hawkish aggression.
Yeah.
It's basically that it's not just bullish, that it looks like all the buyers and whales are confident within the market. So I'm sure you guys have seen Bitcoin trends. Maybe not as much this year, but in previous years where there'll be months where it's literally just going up every day.
Yeah.
Every day. That would be hawkish. Bullish is up consolidation, up consolidation. Hawkish is like just a bump.
Just
That's what I see on like hawkish graphs. I was actually looking at a couple when I was looking at the price of Bitcoin since 6 years ago? 2019 is insane.
Yeah,
I'm old, bro. 2020, yeah.
2020, yeah.
Damn, even
2020.
older. Yeah, and there was a period when the market, I think it was 2022, where the market was like hawkish as hell, man. It was like a straight line. It was insane. It looked like that hypotenuse line that you just hoy a line down and you got a perfect triangle.
Your Pythagoras.
Yeah. So all these different factors and policies do influence the market and will obviously impact crypto, and that's why like things like the repo rate, things like Federal Reserve Bank policy, fiscal monetary policy, all these things are key market influences or factors on the crypto space. There are key market factors in the orthodox market of like fiat currency and economics, but it's the same rules also still kind of apply to cryptocurrency indirectly, because these policies affect how much money people have to buy cryptocurrency and the freedoms people have and their confidence they have in the market and in commercial banks. So guys, that's all from us from Quick Trader today. Thank you so much for tuning in. To those of you who spent your first time with us today, thank you so much for your time. Please subscribe and like our channel if you enjoyed what we had to show. If you want to see what else is out there, our socials are in the description below. Thank you so much, guys. That's all from Quick Trader for today. Cheers.
Cheers.